Hi, this is Mina Park from Life Logos. You need to listen to this. Genesis 2:18 says that God created a woman as a helper suitable for man. How does a woman help a man? This question is often answered in the terms of the roles of man and woman within the household. However, here we'll explore the role of woman by focusing on God's intention and examining the deeper meaning behind it. Let's find out. First, we need to understand the nature of Adam and Eve's sins. Although Adam was misled by Eve and disobeyed God's command not to eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, he didn't rebel like Satan in an attempt to become God. A satanic fall can never be forgiven. Eve, on the other hand, clearly sinned with a satanic motive. She wanted to become like God. Her soul, however, was separated from Adam's. She received only a personal curse rather than a universal one. If Adam's sin had been a satanic fall, then all of humanity would have been eternally unforgivable like Satan. After God spoke to Adam about the tree of the knowledge of good and evil in Genesis 2:17, he said in verse 18, "It is not good for the man to be alone. I'll make a helper suitable for him." And then he created a woman. We need to understand clearly what it means that the woman was made to be a helper suitable for him. The moment Adam ate the fruit of which God has said, "When you eat from it, you'll certainly die," the death of another Adam, Jesus, was determined. This second Adam, also called the last Adam, was born of a virgin as the offspring of woman and died. And at the moment Jesus died, the first Adam was brought back to life. Therefore, if there had been no woman, Adam couldn't have been saved. And if the offspring of the woman had not been born and died, Adam and all his descendants would have eternally perished. That is why the woman was given the name Eve, meaning mother of all living. Without Eve, the offspring of the woman wouldn't have been born, and Adam would have remained a slave to the devil forever. God also said to the serpent, "I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your offspring and hers. He will crush your head, and you will strike his heel." Genesis 3:15. The devil caused his offspring to oppose Jesus Christ. In John 8:44, Jesus said, "You belong to your father, the devil, and you want to carry out your father's desires." Just as a serpent, originally one of the wild animals, became the devil's instrument and was the first creature to be transformed after creation, so too does a person who becomes an instrument of the devil becomes his offspring. See John 13:27. These people become enemies of the offspring of woman, persecuted him, and ultimately put him to death. However, the devil was not all powerful in this world. He devoured the kings of the earth, swallowed up nations, and consumed all creatures. He even wounded hands and feet of Christ and pierced his side to the point of death, but he couldn't consume him. At last, through Christ's resurrection, it was revealed that the devil's end in this world is certain. The blood of our Lord Jesus Christ has power to give life because he is life. The name Eve actually means life. Now a way was made for Adam to be set free from the power of death and the dominion of the devil. Through the offspring of the woman, Jesus, Adam could be brought back to life. This is why the woman is called Adam's helper. Without Eve, Adam would have remained in death forever. Thank you for watching. See you next time.